For 2023, Kia has launched a second-generation Niro EV, and in doing so, they're doing something that you really don't see a lot of in the EV landscape today. What's unique is that by launching the second-generation EV, they're actually launching a second-generation EV, and that's not something we see a lot of. Given there's such growth in EVs, everyone's basically making all new models, but this here is a new take on an existing EV that's been around for a few years. I mean, if you think about it, we got the Nissan Leaf did a couple generations. You could say the Volt did as well, but really, where else have we seen a second generation come around except now for the Niro? So why launch a second generation Niro instead of something all new? Well, there's reasons for it, and we're going to take a look at those. We're going to see what's improved and maybe what's not changed so much. I will say though, on this video, I'm probably going to do more narration because as you can hear, my voice is struggling a bit. So let's listen and watch as we take a look at what's good about this second generation Kia Niro EV. Now that I have my voice back, and as the 2023 Niro EV is an all-new design, well, let's talk about it, for there are several improvements and changes both on the inside and out. Now at the same time though, it is similar enough to the first generation Niro that anyone looking at both would see the connection. Dimensionally, the 2023 Niro retains a compact footprint, but it's incrementally larger than the vehicle it replaces. The wheelbase increases by almost an inch and the overall length increases by almost 2 inches. The added length allowed Kia designers to increase the cargo capacity behind the rear seats by almost 23%, from 18.5 cubic feet in the first generation to 22.8 cubic feet with the new one. Kia says that with these changes, Niro has 8 more cubic feet of passenger cabin room and 50% more cargo room than the Tesla Model 3. With 6.3 inches of ground clearance, you're probably not going to be going off-roading with this Niro EV, but it is enough clearance to ensure that it can easily handle potholes and everything else you typically see in urban driving settings. Perhaps the most noticeable exterior design change with the 2023 Niro EV is the Aero Blade. It's a highly distinctive shape along the vehicle's side that aids airflow underneath the D-pillar. The Aero Blade can be painted in body color or in a variety of contrasting colors, such as what I had on my tester. Now, what hasn't changed between the first and second generation Niro EV is the battery size and overall power output. Energy is stored and supplied by a 64.8 kilowatt-hour battery and driven through a front-wheel drive system that offers 201 horsepower and 291 pound-feet of torque. Improvements in overall efficiency have, however, increased the estimated driving range of the new EV with a new benchmark of 407 kilometers or 253 miles, which is an increase of 27 kilometers or 16 miles compared to the previous generation Niro EV. Another improvement comes from the more powerful 11 kilowatt-hour onboard charger, which is up from the previous 7.2 kilowatts. The benefit is faster charging times, as Kia says the Niro EV will go from 0 to 80% in 45 minutes using a 100 kilowatt DC fast charger. Although it should be noted that the Niro EV has a maximum charge rate of only 85 kilowatts. Now, to me, that's one drawback which will possibly hurt the success of the new Niro more than anything else, as it does limit the speed by which one can fast charge whenever necessary. For level 2 home charging, a battery will go from empty to full in just over 6 hours when set to charge at 11 kilowatts. And if you're wondering how the new Niro EV has been able to extend the driving range despite having basically the same battery and motor, the answer lies in the fact that the 23 Niro EV is more energy efficient than it was before. Efficiency numbers are slightly better no matter which method of evaluating or measuring you prefer, and I've put them all up here for you to see so you can tell that it is in fact more efficient. On the inside is where you'll more noticeably see changes, as the driver instrument cluster, center infotainment screen, and climate controls have all been redesigned. Much of this new look is consistent with what Kia has in the EV6, with a nod toward a more tech-focused theme. But I will say that it doesn't matter how often Kia utilizes their dual infotainment climate control system, I'm still not going to be a fan of it. I get what they're trying to do, but I find it more irritating than helpful if I'm being completely honest here. Interior design of the new Niro EV acknowledges that sustainability isn't just about the powertrain. The interior of the Niro EV is comprised of animal-free textiles, including in the premium seating surfaces to touchpoints all the way throughout the cabin. The headliner is made of recycled wallpaper, which contains 56% reused PET plastic fibers. And the seats are covered by high-quality biopolyurethane and tencel, which is made from eucalyptus leaves. Also borrowed from other Kia designs is ambient mood lighting, which is available in a multitude of color combinations. Active sound design allows the driver to digitally enhance the engine and motor sounds of the Niro. It's for those who like the electric drivetrain but still want to hear something associated with the propulsion. The new Niro offers an available heads-up display and can project directions, active safety warnings, vehicle speed, and current infotainment directly in the driver's line of sight. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability are standard, and a wireless phone charger is optional. And I was happy to see that the 2023 Niro EV is available with the same vehicle-to-load onboard generator functionality that was pioneered by the EV6. I think that the ability to draw electricity from the battery when needed in situations like camping or similar is a real differentiator for Kia and for EVs in general. As far as pricing goes, one can see that the decision to launch a second-generation Niro EV has a lot to do with offering a compelling BEV position at the lower end of the pricing spectrum, and it will compete against EV stalwarts such as the Chevrolet Bolt and the Nissan Leaf. In Canada, the 2023 Niro EV is offered in 3 trims: Premium, Premium Plus, and Limited, with prices ranging from $44,995 to $52,995. These prices noted are before any applicable federal or provincial rebates are applied. In the US, the 23 Niro EV will be offered in 2 trims. The lower-tiered Wind trim starts at $39,550 and the upper-tiered Wave at $44,550. As with the Canadian pricing, these do not reflect any available tax credits, incentives, or other rebates. Overall, I think the decision to keep the Niro EV going in spite of the tsunami of new EV models from Kia and other OEMs makes sense given the combination it offers of effective range and power paired with prices that are aimed at entry-level EV buyers who also don't mind slower, faster charging speeds when necessary to do so. There is indeed a market for an EV like this, and I think it should continue to do well and be an important offering in Kia's growing zero-emissions lineup. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider doing so, and if you are subscribed, make sure you have rung the bell so that you're notified of every time I upload something new. That's it for now. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching.